Hey you guys, hello. Let me pull up the chat on my phone. Hold on, let me turn my sound down because I don't want to hear myself. Hey Celeste, hey Sag, how are you? Good to see everybody. Where do we start? I guess we'll start with the positive first. We'll do the positive first, then we'll get to the shit. um, okay, let me get comfortable. I'm in bed with my dog. Okay, so Missy Moo, I want to address first. I've been sent clips and been told things that you're saying as far as being sorry for like the lies you said and the things that you said to hurt me. And well, I don't necessarily forgive you about what you said about my daughter. Like I can definitely move forward from here. Like there's no need for us to go back and forth. I really won't bring you up at all unless I'm just covering like what you have to say about Foodie. But I'm happy to move forward. Like I said, I don't know that there's a whole lot of room for forgiveness. I will try my best. But we could definitely move forward. So there's the positive. Hey, Mike. Hey, Nightmare. Whew. So usually I ignore Short Mama and his bestie. Usually I ignore what he has to say because I know I've sent him the truth about my life, like personal things that nobody else knows, who I'm related to. Um, and he manages to just still lie and says whatever he says. And like, there's no point. And like, either he doesn't know how to read or he just doesn't care. Like, he would just say anything for views. So, like, I typically don't care. Um, but I have a lot to say right now. Hey, Sue. Um, so I don't know if many of you guys know this. I guess like the people who really follow me do. Like my daughter has been going through some like has had some health issues and it was my first time at a children's hospital. I filled out some form that like I don't know, I think like you apply for like the costs to be covered. I'm not even sure. I filled out so much paperwork and I was so scared like during that whole experience. I don't know what I signed half the time. I'm just being honest. But like moving forward, she has something that she's going to have to deal with forever and be on medication now forever. And I have to work. So yo mama making fun of me for working. Like he's this man who doesn't want women to work or have a voice, right? He's trying to silence all the women in this community and lie about us. And he hopes if he lies enough, like people will just start to believe him. But like he makes this community post about like how much I work. And I just want to say, yo, mama, I think your mom or something bought your house or helped you with that house. Like, I know you have a lot of family support and help, and like, so do I. But at the same time, like, no, I don't. Like, I have to work. I have to work. And I'm sick of people shaming single moms for working or moms in general. Like, why can't we work? You don't get to have an opinion on how many videos I put up. I'm sorry, yo, mama, but like, who the fuck are you? You came here chasing garlic bread. And then you found out how much money was in this and you stayed. But like, why do you as a man get away with commenting on our bodies, on our weight, our skin, our boobs, our butts, our like, why do you have an opinion on all of us? And then I hate to break it to you, you're like, why does nobody talk about Breezy? Why does nobody do this? Like reaction channels don't react to reaction channels. Do you get that? Like we talk about Foodie Beauty and Amber Lynn. Like, Shani for Christ, like you're psycho. And like you want to talk about how many videos I make on Foodie? How many videos have you made commenting on my ass or my weight or how I dance? Do you know what I find weird, yo mama? The day I told you who I was related to and you told me you were a fan, you started upping your videos on me. Are you trying to get attention? Like, here's your attention, but it's not going to be good. Are you an idiot? Like, you live cities away from my baby daddy in the South Bay. Like, why are you so stupid? Like, stop talking about my weight and stop talking about our child. It's weird. It's weird. You have a big mouth. I wonder if in person you'd still say the same stuff. And why do you pick on women? Why don't you go back to the Madden community and talk about what they're doing over there? Your sports stuff, the people involved with sports. Like, why are you so involved over here? You made fun of garlic bread. Your exact words were, he came here to talk about fat bitches, fat bitches, fat bitches. Do you know how many times you've said that? You've stayed. And now you're so far up too, fat bitches, ass, Messica and Foodie. Like, what are you doing? A musician. I'm just gonna say, like, and it's through my daughter's family, not through me. But that's all that needs to be said. Um, it's so weird, you guys. I've literally cleared up stuff because, like, you know, when people lie about my daughter, it affects me. It does. It does. She's going through a lot right now too, like, and it sucks, and this grown man talking about 10-year-old kids. Meanwhile, he's a parent of kids. It's weird. You got on me that one time I was on your little live stream. And you were making fun of me because I said that you guys posted my daughter's nickname and you're like, oh, it's not even a real name. It's not a real name. And your stupid little laugh. There's more to it. Like, my daughter's related to somebody important. Like, people don't need to know her nickname. And you, as a parent who kept showing her nickname on the screen, you're creepy as fuck, dude. You're creepy. What if somebody did that to you and your family? Would it be funny then? He promised. Oh, yeah, he makes fun of everybody. He makes fun of FFG's weight, her clothes, her shoes. Like, dude, have you seen him? Go look at my community post. He wears MFW teeth, and he puts filters on when he goes live. He has no business talking about anybody's looks. He's talked about my teeth a lot, and now I know why. It's because he has two. Like, the nerve of him looking like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Like, where's Simon and Theodore, yo mama? Like, where are you hiding them? Bring them out. They need a guest appearance. Oh my gosh, promise, he just doesn't like me because A, I'm a woman. He hates women, just like Foodie. That's why him and Foodie get along. Oh my gosh. It's so sad to see shallow people like Chantal ridicule people who actually change their life. Oh, I'm getting to that. So let's talk about my, oh yeah, wait, am I done with the Yo Mama stuff for now? I don't know. I have a lot to say about that, but it'll come back to me. I think I said the most important parts. Oh, no. No, I'm not done with that. So I shared something on my live stream about how my step grandma had a medical emergency and passed. I wasn't close with this woman. I haven't seen her in 6 years, 5 years, something like that. And the last time I saw her, it was briefly. She was playing Barbies with my daughter for a few minutes. That was it. She was horrible to me. She judged me based on the person that I chose to love. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Am I going to paint somebody or label somebody? No. But she judged me on the man that I loved and still love to this day. She was horrible. And in that aspect, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to talk so much shit about her, but I'm just going to say the truth. And then she judged me when I had my addiction problem too, but like didn't try to see my point of view, just thought I was a loser because I had an addiction problem. Me and that step grandma have met maybe 19 times, 16, 15. I don't know, somewhere between 15 to 19 times in life. We weren't close. I hadn't seen her in 5 or 6 years. She fell, and I shared how I wasn't going to see her because somebody needed to stay and watch everybody's houses and dogs. We have a big family. And because I wasn't close with her, somehow he turned that into I killed my grandma and I pushed her and she fell and died. And he still runs with that narrative. Where did the story I told you turn into the story he's telling you? he's trying to paint this picture. Like, she lived in Arizona, like when she fell and all that stuff happened. Like, I'm in SoCal. I haven't seen her in years. I wasn't close with her. She played Barbies with my daughter once. And he painted as, you were in your addiction, chasing the bottle, and she was taking care of your daughter. No, she barely liked my daughter later in life. And I hate saying that. Later on, as my step-grandma got older and she started changing, she grew to love my daughter. Yes, she loved my daughter, and she saw her as a soul and a heart other than the color of her skin. So yes, people change and things change, yes. But don't turn it into a story. And I'm sorry, this needs to be said. Just because a tragedy happens doesn't mean it erases like all this stuff. You know what I mean? So I want to clear up that story because I'm sick of him running with that. Like, she killed her grandma and she did this to her step grandma while she was out drinking, and this lady, she took care of her child. No, she played no part in taking care of anybody in my family. Okay, so there's that rumor cleared up. Let's talk about my arrest. Hold on. Let's talk about my arrest and put it all out there. I'm sick of people telling me, oh, don't talk about it. Don't respond. It's like, it's easy to say when it's not you that's being lied about. It's easy to say when you've done it for months and months and months and months. And then you finally just realize, like, people are believing this stuff. Like, I need to say something, and I think people think that they could lie about me and walk all over me because, like, Breezy's nice, right? Breezy's not going to say anything. Well, guess what? Breezy, well, I was going to say grow a pair of balls, but grow a bigger pair of tits, and Breezy sticks up for herself now. I could be nice while also sticking up for myself and having a voice. Hey Daria, hey you guys, I'm sorry. I'm seeing the comments. If I get distracted and read them, I'll lose my train of thought. Okay, well, the grandpa thing, okay, so we're addressing all my arrests. Yeah, promise. I mean, I have every right to talk. It's me they're talking about, right? It's me they're lying about. It's me that, it's happening to me. So yeah, like, if people want to watch this live and get the truth, here you go. Thank you, Victoria. I do have a beautiful life now. I do, but when these lies are being spread and people are actually believing them, at some point I have to say something. And I've had enough with the yo mama thing. Like, he keeps pushing the limits because, he thinks because, well, now I know who she's related to. I could dox that. Like, maybe he thinks like I'll shut up and not say anything because he knows that now. But like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I also think since I told him, he's been trying to get my attention a lot more and like upping his coverage of me. Like, I don't vlog my everyday life. Like, I'm a reaction channel. Like, why are you reacting to me? That doesn't make sense. I react to Foodie. Every day I'm not reacting to like FFG, Mo Translates, like Troll Detective or care. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just thinking of reaction channels. It's like nobody specific. I'm just throwing out reaction channels. Like, I'm just talking about Foodie. Like, why do you care? Why are you reacting to me reacting to Foodie? Like, do you need money that bad? Yeah, he just wants to stay relevant. Like, he was turning into nobody over there. Like, nobody was watching his channel. Nobody was watching, like, he'll do anything to be talked about and for views, no matter who he hurts. But enough is enough. Like, stop lying. Stop lying. Okay, so my past. I was a horrible, horrible drunk. I started drinking heavily, I would say 21, and things were fun for a few years until they weren't. And a few things happened that I could say that like made me turn a corner, and I started heavily drinking more, but like I just did. And the things that happened mixed with drinking more really took a toll on I feel like I was going insane almost. And alcohol was turning me into somebody I wasn't. I was making horrible decisions. I thought I would always like put myself in terrible situations, like get drunk and want to walk the streets like 2, 3 a.m., like when trouble's out, like I was always putting myself into bad situations, and not once did I ever make a good decision under the influence of alcohol. I had periods of sobriety, periods of failure, been in rehabs, been in sober livings. Most of my arrests are drunk in public because that's what I would do. Like, and I see Jessica doing that, and it worries me. I'll say that. Like, I used to I would drink, and then I would think it would be a good idea to walk around everywhere and just put myself in horrible situations. I'm just trying to let you know how my alcoholism went. I would drink to points of me falling off. I fell off a balcony. People think I lie about this story, but I fell 40 feet off a balcony onto my head, and the only reason I survived was because I was drunk. If I was sober, I wouldn't have went with the fall. I was in ICU for weeks. I had a pump for pain medicine because I was so bad. I had a fractured neck. This is the stuff I do drunk. I drink to points where when I withdraw, I have strokes. I've had strokes, seizures. I had this thing called drop foot happen because of alcohol one time when I was detoxing. A bunch of bad stuff happened, but it would change me too. Like when I would drink, I would be very sad and I don't know, sometimes angry. So most of my arrests were like drunk in Publix, a lot of drunk tanks. Like I've never been to prison. I've always been in the drunk tank. The most time I've ever spent in jail is when the incident with my grandpa happened, and that was for 3 days. And like my mom doesn't want me to share everything, but I know what I can share about that. Let me tell you, like, I think when people think of grandpa, they think like this short little guy. My grandpa was half Native American and half French. And his whole life we were very close, by the way. For the first few years of my life, like I think up until I was 6, I wouldn't talk to anybody but my grandpa. Like I didn't talk. I don't know if I've shared that with you guys or not, but like I felt like I didn't have anything to say to anybody else but him. He was like the most important thing in my life. It was weird. Like people remember, and I love my mom, but people remember like a certain parent being like the most important thing in the world to them being young. And it was always my grandpa. He was a very calm man, but he would go 0 to 100 and have a horrible temper. Before he got sick, I hope Jessica is clean. I'm saying before I would see her walk around a lot, and then I know she went to rehab. I don't know what's going on with her now. I hope she's clean. I'm not saying she isn't. Anyways, before we found out my grandpa had dementia, like he got really, really angry. And there was a few years where he would just hit whoever was there. Like he was angry. And I can't share everything that happened that day, but I'll let you know, like I made a horrible reaction, keyword reaction, that I wouldn't have made if I was sober. So I just wanted him to not hit me, and I was pushing him away, and that's it. That's all. There's no beating anybody up. When he fell, he like got a little tiny cut on his arm, and that's that. And like, yeah, I did get arrested for it, but was I supposed to like say, hey, my grandpa was hitting me, send him to jail? Was I supposed to do that? Or do I be a big girl and say, take me? Yeah, I fucked up. I reacted terribly. There was no beating anybody up, you guys. My grandpa came to court and apologized in front of the whole court. We apologized to each other. It was a whole thing. The damn judge cried. Like, my family all showed up. Do you think if I was an elder abuser or I truly was going around harming people, I would have the love and support of my family or my friends or the subscribers who know me on here? So that's that. Like, there's no juicy story. Somehow Yo Mama and Foodie were turning it into like something with a metal chair. Like I'm some WWE. Like, who am I I just walk around with metal chairs? Like, no, thank you. That's what happened. Like, it's not a juicy story. It's a horrible, horrible day that I wish never happened, you guys. I wish that day never, ever happened. I shouldn't have been drinking that day. If I wasn't drinking, I probably would have used my fucking brain and my legs and walked out the door and not went back for a few days or until the next day when things calmed down. But I didn't. So let this be a lesson, everybody, that one bad decision when you're drinking or using can follow you around for the rest of your life. Every day I'm going to be called an elder abuser on here. Every day I look myself in the mirror and I'm very disappointed on how I handled that day. Have I forgiven myself? I don't know, but I don't beat myself up for it anymore. I realize I'm not the same sober. I've never been arrested in sobriety, ever. Not once in sobriety. And everything, all my arrests were like in my 20s, you guys. I'm 39 now. I'm about to be 40 on March 27th. So this is old. Like when I talk about my past, it's just that it's so long ago in my 20s, late 20s. I'm 39. Jackie, I don't have to give anybody police records and everything like that. Like it's already been doxed. It's already out there. Like I'm saying what happened because I, unlike other people, I don't have to lie about my life. Like I'll openly tell on myself. I've never came on here saying I was this person who's never been arrested. I said I've never been to prison, and that's a fact. I've never been to prison ever. I spent most of my jail time in Little Compton and got out like the next day once I was sober, or in the local police drunk tank. Like, so, anyway, so I guess what I want to say is I saw Foodie Beauty's community post. Oh, wasting my time explaining. You know, this isn't necessarily just for the haters. It's for anybody. I have a lot of new subscribers, and like people are going to see, you know, my new subscribers are going to see the negative comments and stuff. So at least they can come and watch this video and hear the truth, you know? I'm not one of those people who hide from what happened. Like when I was doxxed, did I run or did I still work and answer comments? Did I shut my comments off? No. Because like I've already made peace with my past, you know. I'm over 5 years sober now. I have my kid back. I have a roof over my head. I have a really damn good life. I have a lot of family support. I have the best friends in the world. My life is really good. The only sad part that's going on right now is my daughter going through medical issues. But like we're working through that as a family, and like she's strong and she's able and capable, and you know she's gonna do what she needs to do. She needs to do her part, and we're gonna help her as a family, and hopefully everything works out. That's all I can really say about it. Like I wish I could show Foodie when she keeps saying that I gave my child away. I wish I could show her my inbox right now that's filled with emails from doctors and lab results and stuff from like the children's hospital. I wish I could show her that. If I gave my daughter away, would I be, and if I wasn't sober, I know people saying I'm not sober, would I be dealing with children's hospital, doing this so well in my life, able to handle that part going on and still work and still be a mom and a partner and a daughter? And oh, thank you, Daria, for the super chat. I'm so proud of you, and you should be very proud of you too. Thank you so much. Got a super chat. I got a super chat. Daria sent me a super chat. Woohoo! Thank you so much for the super sticker, Antonis. I can't talk. I'm just gonna call you Aunt. I got a super sticker. I got a super sticker. Aunt sent me a super sticker. Woohoo! Thank you so much. It's just a lot because like I wasn't even gonna talk about my daughter's stuff on here, really. Hold on for a second. Okay, I needed a moment. I'm okay. I think I'm just sensitive right now about the comments of me giving my daughter away when I just wish she could leave my daughter out of her mouth. we have a lot going on. Like I said, I wish I could show Foodie my emails right now and say, like, would you still say this? Looking at all this, would you still have the balls to say that to me? Or fupa balls, whatever you want to call them. I didn't choose the bottle over my daughter. I had an addiction problem. And once I realized it was going to affect my ability to be a good mom, because it was, I cared more about being numb at that time. Yes, I did. But I don't know, like, things started happening and I started realizing, like, my daughter wasn't going to be that small forever. And one day she was going to be older and I could get sober now while she's really, really young, right? I could get sober now and she'll never have to remember seeing me drunk or under the influence or high. Or I could do it later on and when she probably will need me then too. Like, what's better? What's better later on when she could see me under the influence and using and drinking and falling over or have to go outside and see if her mom's asleep on the lawn? Like, do that to her when she's 10 or do it when she's young? And hey everybody, you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Alicia. Thanks, Shannon. Thank you, Shannon. I chose to do it then. And did I get sober the first try? No. Did I get sober the second try? No. It took a while. And luckily, though, I did the right thing and I signed over my rights to her dad until I got better. There wasn't ever a time I didn't see her, though. Like, my family and his family made sure, even when I was in rehab, am I proud of saying this? No. But I'm just telling you the kind of family, like, I have. They brought my daughter to come see me on the weekends during rehab to, like, help me get through it. When I was in sober livings, I talked to her every day and saw her on the weekends there too. And during the week when, like, my visits increased because I had to do visits and stuff like that and work up to getting my custody back, joint custody. No, I didn't just get sober and then the next day they came and handed me my child. Like, it didn't happen like that at all. There were steps and things I had to do, have a period of time peeing clean. But I did it all. And I would like to think I chose my daughter over the bottle because I have, like I said, I was sober 5 years, September 10th. And I haven't looked back. This is the longest I've ever had sober. My daughter knows that I had a problem. Before she didn't know that much about it, but now that she's older and seeing stuff and, asking what things in songs mean or what thing, you know what I mean? Like, I tell her and I'm like, do you know, because I don't want her to look it up online one day and see all this horrible stuff about me and be like, my mom never told me what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, things are different. If I had her way back when, things would be different. But, like, now you have to worry about stuff like that too. Like, she's taught me how to do a lot of things on YouTube and, like, with my iPhone. So, like, she can look me up. So, like, I told her, like, I had a problem, this is why you didn't live with me for a while. And this is why you live with me part-time now. When you're not with your dad, you're with me. And, these things happen because I made bad choices. I even talked to her about her credit, you guys. Like, she's probably so sick of me, but, like, I talked to her about credit and how, like, my credit's shit. I didn't care about it. I didn't care. I didn't think it would ever affect me. That's the thing. Certain things I thought later on in life, like, it wouldn't be an issue, but it is. So, like, I try and teach her a lot now, or, like, at least just enough. Do I tell her every part of my history? No, but she knows that mommy can't drink and doesn't drink. So, for example, I remember we were at a restaurant. It was so cute, but, like, sad at the same time. And they're like, oh, do you guys, or not you guys, she looked at me and she's like, oh, do you want to start off with wine or this or that? And me and my daughter at the same time were like, nope. Like, so it's sad, but it's funny at the same time. Like, we both know, like, I don't drink and I can't drink. And actually, if you want to be honest, knowing that my daughter knows that about me helps me stay on my toes even more, if that makes sense. Like, I can't hide it. Beagle Mama, thank you so much. Please get something special for little Breezy. You owe no one an explanation, especially not an animal abusing Chantel. You're on the right track now, and that's all that matters. She will respect you for that. Thank you so much. I got a super chat. Beagle Mama sent me a super chat. Woohoo! Thank you. That's the thing too. Like, I am proud of myself. I think if I was still like struggling, I obviously would like have my comments turned off, or I would be taking these long breaks because, you know, I couldn't handle it. But like all this stuff, Beagle Mama, like I've already talked about in like therapy, with my family, with God, like all this stuff I've already dealt with. I think the stuff about my past doesn't bother me as much as Chantel and Yo Mama's comments about my parenting and now like how much I work. Like, and Yo Mama has no room to talk, you guys. Like, how many videos has he made talking about me? And like my breakup and everything else, like, I don't react to him. He reacts to me. It's weird. He doesn't like me, but he can't keep me out of his thoughts and his mouth. Like, yeah, drinking, nobody needs it. Like, I don't know. I remember I was watching Milky Chai's TikTok, and I think it was her who said like she's never drank, and I'm like, that's awesome. I think we need to encourage that more, because so many people, when I know I was that person. I was a bad influence. You guys, never be that person. Because I don't like when it's done to me now either. When like people weren't drinking, I'd be like, but why aren't you drinking? You should drink. Are you sure you don't want to? Like, I was that person. And like, if people say they're not drinking or they don't want to drink, like, we should just encourage that and be like, yep, you know what? Maybe I won't drink either. But I remember, if that was her, I remember I was so proud of her. And I don't know. Yo Mama, hi Miami. Yo Mama is a clout chaser and has a lot of feminine energy for a straight male. I just want to know how he has any nerve talking about anybody's looks, where seriously, go to my community post. He filters the hell out of himself, and those are not his teeth that he wears on live stream. I don't know who he borrowed them from. I think he called MFW and asked where she got hers. But then you look at the picture where he has 2 teeth. He only has 2. Literally 2. No hate if you don't have any teeth. I'm just saying, like, he's made so many comments about my teeth and he doesn't have any. So maybe he should ask me what I'm doing. Like, I brush 2 times a day. I floss. I use Moon toothpaste. You should try it. It's amazing. I'll help you out, Yo Mama. Like, he will have a beer or 2 after work. Sometimes it's so much better than it was. On average, that's good. If you barely drink, that's awesome, you guys. Like, it's not worth it. Alcohol's sneaky. You think you're not addicted, and then one day, like, I don't know, you're waking up on somebody's lawn and wondering how you got there. So like, just be careful. It's really not worth it. It doesn't taste good. Like, I don't know. Ugh. Who's Hungry Fat Chick? Wait, no, I've heard of it. Hungry Fat Chick. Does she collab with Nikocado? Laura said projection. Chantel is just spiteful that she will never have her own addictions under control. True. Imagine him laughing like that in public. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I want to clear up too that I've seen like people saying, oh, Breezy's baby daddy plays basketball with Yo Mama. No, like not every Black person plays basketball. I don't know how to break it to everybody, but no, like the South Bay is big yet small, and like that area, and you just kind of know people and you know of people. And I was struggling with some of the stuff Yo Mama said about my daughter. And I showed him a picture. He's like, I know him. He's like, oh, that fool, basically. He was like, hey, he's like, you know, just reach out to him though. Like, tell him it's affecting you, and just ask him to stop. And so I reached out to your mama and I was like, hey, it's affecting me. Can you please stop talking about my child? And I even said, like, react to me. Like, I don't care what you say about me. Like, just stop with my daughter. Like, it's too much, you know? I wasn't dragging his kids left and right like he was doing mine. He couldn't keep my daughter's name out of his mouth, you know? And he even doxed her nickname. She hangs out with people that are in magazines and stuff like that. You can't just dox her nickname. Like, what? And I tried telling him that. Wicked Witch, I listened to your story with Carrie, and this is a story of courage, and you make your daughter your priority, and you are a great mom. Thank you so much, Wicked Witch. I try my best. Like, I'm not the best mom. Like, I'm not saying I am. I'm not trying to make vlogs for you to copy my parenting or anything. You know, I just do my best and hope that one day, like, she could say I was the best mom ever. Like, one day when I'm not here, she could remember me and be like, you know, she wasn't perfect, but she did everything for me. I work because of her. If it was just me, I don't think I would put up, you know what I mean? Like, I have fun with this, but I have fun with this a lot, actually. Like, I love this job and I love my channel and I love the subscribers. Would I put up 6 million videos a day if I didn't have a kid? I don't know. I'd still probably put up 3, but like, you have to remember, it's not just me I'm taking care of. I have a child, and now I have a child with a lifelong something going on, and I don't know. Insurance sucks most of the time. Like, I don't know. And like I said, I know at the hospital when I filled out all the paperwork, there was something like you fill it out and apply for something where like ultrasounds and all that is covered, and it can all be done there, like in the same place. So we don't have to go 20 different places and have to get, you know, her paperwork here and her paperwork over there. And I don't know, but like, I don't know. I want to be able to put her through college one day, and I would love to do things for her. So like, would I do 6 videos a day? I don't know, but the fact that like I see a lot of people shaming moms for working, and it needs to stop. Because a lot of your mama's comment people, like he says it, they come over and say it like, oh, why don't you pay attention to your daughter and stop working? Like, I work from home. So like when I'm not on the computer, like she gets me all the time. It's not like I'm driving an hour to work at a job for 8, 9 hours and driving an hour home. Like, I'm here whenever she needs me, whenever she wants me, whenever. Um, Benedict, that's disgusting. You should never encourage anybody to drink. What if you said that to somebody, have some alcohol, you'll feel good, and they OD'd off of it the next day? Like, would you still feel good? That's a disgusting thing to say. Hey, Miss T Reacts. And plus my child is in school and she's 10. Like, she does school, she has like after school activities, she's involved in like other things. She also has a whole other side of her family she's with. You know, she has her cousins are her best friends, so she's often like playing with them, or if she's not with me, she's with her dad, you know. um it's not like I have, you know, a 1-year-old who needs to be on my hip all the time, and you know, I'm breastfeeding, or you know what I mean? Not that there's any shame in that. I'm just saying, like, I don't have a small child. I have a 10-year-old who's she's been through a lot and she's very independent kind of on her own. And I take responsibility for that. I've put her through a lot. What she doesn't remember it, but it's still, I'm sure, impacted her somehow, had an impact on her somehow. But she's very independent. She has to teach me how to do things sometimes. You know, we're very much like, we need each other. We need each other. I'm very nurturing, and I just have that. I do. Before I was a mom, I had that maternal instinct. Like, I always wanted to protect and provide and love. That just got lost along the way when I was drinking. But I mean, from a very young age, I was rescuing animals, stray dogs, stray cats, and like nurturing them back to health. Like, I've always had that in me. And she's just smart. She's smart. Like, she was moved up to the 5th grade. She's in honors classes. Um, you know, she's reading at high school level. Like, it's crazy. So we need each other. Like, she's the brains and the beauty, and I'm the nurturer. That's what I'm not sick. I was crying. When I cry even a little bit, it changes my voice. I don't know why. So I was crying like a few minutes ago a little bit. Um, yeah, Brandy, like, okay. You know what? Even in sobriety, I dated a bartender for a while and he never encouraged me to drink or made drinks around me. And he actually didn't drink. He was a bartender. But he would tell me that like dating me changed his view on like he needed to like, really watch with overshare or over serving. Because sometimes you tend to not think about it, right? Like you just assume people don't have a problem, and if they have a little more, it won't hurt them. But then, like, I don't know, you kind of can notice things, right? And maybe dilute it a little bit or not serve as much towards the end. I don't know. Um, so your mama have the same floor mats, not liking young women and children. No wonder they got something cooking in the kitchen with them too. Hi, Sherry. Foodie can't talk about addiction because she is addicted to food. You know, she sure talks a lot of shit about my addiction, but like, Foodie, I challenge you to talk about my sobriety. Why don't you talk about the things you've learned about me, about sobriety? I would love that. Because you want to talk about something that's over 5 years old as far as drinking goes. I haven't had a drink in over 5 years. My arrest, 20s, late 20s. I'm 39 now. My baby daddy is handsome. You wouldn't know about dating anybody handsome that has their own money and their own car and their own place. I have a beautiful child, a beautiful home I live in a beautiful city, and I have friends, and more than two of them. Why don't you ask me what I'm doing? Because you know what? Blessings just keep coming my way because I'm doing the right thing for once in life. Why don't you ask me what I'm doing and take notes? Because I could tell you how to turn your life around. I just don't think you're ready. Let's see. Brandy said, I have one customer who comes in with the shakes often. Oh, no. Yeah. See, the shakes is tricky, Brandy, because at that point, so I actually want to make something really clear. So when people are full-blown alcoholics, like let's say for me towards the end of my drinking where like I would get the shakes, I would need to have a drink in me like every 30 minutes. Um, I remember one time like literally knowing I was going to die if I didn't get a drink in me and calling my parents, and they had to call my sponsor. At the time I had a sponsor, and she was like, no, it's a real thing. Like you have to get her a beer until you can get her to the hospital, like, or else she will have a seizure. Um, sorry. So the shakes is like a scary place to be at because when you're at that point of your drinking, like you literally have to have alcohol in your system or you'll have seizures. Um, it's such a scary place to be. God, I don't miss that. If someone says my man is handsome, the best, I say, F yeah, girl, get you some. He's really good looking. He's really good looking. I always thought he was like, I don't know. And then the crazy part is like his personality is even better. Like, so it makes him even more attractive. Lots of these people project their flaws on others. True. So true. Chantal couldn't give up pot for Allah. She had to be forced out of it. She has some nerve. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. I want to say something about the pot thing too. I know a lot of people judge me because I'm Cali sober, but like, I don't have to smoke weed. I don't steal for weed. I don't disappear for days for weed. I have a rod in my spine and I'm in chronic pain. And instead of being on highly addictive medications, I'd rather take a puff or two off my vape, if we're being honest. So like, I see people saying, she's not really sober, da 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 da. Like, that's you people that say that, not you people in the chat, you people that say like, sobriety is black and white. Like, you're the people that scare people away from getting sober or going to meetings. I just want to let you know that. It's not 1940 anymore. It's 2023. Things have changed. I personally am about harm reduction, and I'd rather take a puff or two off a vape than take like 6 pills a day. And that's just me personally, because pills aren't good for breezy. So there's that. Weed is a gift from God. It helps people. It really does. I'm not telling everybody to go out and smoke weed. I think people need to do whatever is best for them. But if taking a hit or two off your vape or your pipe or whatever helps you not inject anything, then I say go for it. Or help you not snort anything, I say go for it. You know, or sniff, smoke, whatever, puff, inhale, whatever it is you eat. It could be anything. If weed helps you, then go for it. And I stand by that. Stinky, all he does is talk about women and tell us what we should be doing. We shouldn't upload so many videos. We shouldn't be dancing. We shouldn't be laughing so much. We shouldn't react to other women. We shouldn't have fun. We shouldn't be so serious. We shouldn't be hypocrites. We shouldn't have jobs. We shouldn't have kids and work. Like, he has so many, like, why does he have so many opinions on what we're doing? So many opinions. And like, who are you? You followed garlic bread here. And you stayed. You followed him here laughing at him, and you stayed. And then, and I don't even like garlic bread. I think he's the devil, but I'm just going to say this. And then he makes fun of garlic bread for his videos and reactions, but like, how is Yo Mama any better? Like, they're the same person. They came from Madden and are telling a bunch of women how to live their lives and what we should be doing and how much we should be eating and what we should be wearing. Like, why are we listening to these two people? Why? Can anybody tell me? Why two men should come from a gaming community and tell us what we should eat, what we should wear, how we should act, what we should vlog, if it's okay to dance, if it's okay to work. Like, is it just me? Yeah, Anna, exactly. Yes, THC for pain management keeps people off opiates. Exactly. It's night and day. Exactly. I think people are so close-minded, and it's a lot of, like, you would call them like the old timers in AA, right? But like, it's not 1940 something anymore. It's 2023. Like, sobriety isn't just black and white. And if you're still telling people that, I hope the person you told that doesn't go relapse later. And I hope they come back to a meeting, because like, that really sucks. Like, who are you to say if they're sober or not? Does weed make people go and kill other people and rob banks? I don't know. For me personally, I just listen to music and laugh. That's it. I agree, Miami. Tally, you said Yo Mama has the arrogance of so many men I have known. Yeah, it's bad. By the way, my husband and I don't drink either. So I'm behind in the video. We both had tendencies to drink too much when we were younger. That's good, KJ. That's awesome. Yeah, alcohol is like unnecessary. Sherry said, whatever makes the pain more bearable night and day between drinking and smoking weed, and I'm older than you all, and I know about it. Cool. Yeah, soup just makes me eat too much and giggle. I mean, like, in all reality, I'm not taking enough, like, puffs off of a vape for it to, like, really make a whole difference of my mind. Like, you guys hear me on here making videos. Would you be able to tell if I took a hit off my vape or not? Do you know if I took one before this? Well, you know, you don't know, right? Like, it doesn't affect me like that. And like, my baby daddy, he is going to have 17 years clean and sober. Like, weed is not a part of his recovery. He's very much like the old timer. But, you know, he says that, like, it helps me. When I asked him, I said, does it bother you? Like, do you consider me not sober because I use my vape? And he's like, no. He's like, it actually helps you. And, you know, he said it doesn't change you. If it changed you, that's one thing. If you couldn't go without it, that's another thing. But yeah, like, I could take it or leave it. Like, alcohol, I needed every 30 minutes every day for a long time, you know? Yeah, screw Yo Mama. With that constant giggling for no reason, like a little girl. Yeah. Hello, Michelle. You get that? Well, might as well just go get drunk then mentally. Sorry, I volunteered at AA and rehab, So I know a lot about recovery. Oh, that's cool, Brandy. You sound like you know a lot about it. Do you guys have like any questions before I go? Because I have to go do laundry, and then I was gonna try and put up a video too. I don't know why I made it sound like I have to leave somewhere to go get laundry. I literally have to take a bag of laundry from the room to the laundry room, but I made it sound like way more than it is. I just have been looking at my bag of laundry, and watching it grow and knowing I need to do it, and so I have, like, a couple hours, um, before I can't do it, and then it's gonna get loud and crazy over here. Did you see Missy Moo trying to apologize to you? Okay, so here's how I kinda talked about it a bit in the beginning, Sue. Um, while I don't know that I could forgive Missy Moo for the things she specifically said, um, and done, specifically, like, sharing my daughter's photos and the stuff she's talked about my daughter, I don't know that I could forgive. Like, how do you forgive something like that? But I'll work on trying, because I know, like, my whole life has been about forgiveness and, like, people giving me second chances, um, so I'll work on it. I don't, like, want to be her bestie. I'm not gonna be, DMing with her or anything, but, I appreciate the stuff that I've heard her say as far as, like, her wrongs towards me, and I actually appreciate that. Um, it kinda takes a big person, right? Like, that's how I kinda believe maybe she is sorry about what she's done to other people. I still don't know that I believe the Foodie stuff, but I don't know. Like, it takes a really big person, and it takes a really huge want to change if you can openly admit that you did those things that you did. Like, Foodie could never do that. Foodie will never apologize for the stuff she said about my daughter at all. There's not a chance, but, like, it's kinda big that Missy Moo I've heard her say that she believes I am a good mom, and, that that means a lot to me because she had previously compared me to Casey Anthony, so, um, thank you, I guess, but, yeah, I don't think that I can forgive her, but I could definitely move on from, like, hating her. Like, she's not I had a list of people that, like I don't have a really big list of people I don't like, because I pretty much love everybody, but she was like okay, so my list is Foodie Beauty, Garlic Bread, of course, those 2, and then Missy Moo was up there, then there's, like, another person, but, like, I don't wanna say it, but it's basically my little people on my shit list. I think everybody has, like, a mini shit list, right? Um, she's no longer on it, like, I just don't care. Like, I hope she lives her best life away from Foodie Beauty, and I hope she doesn't comment anymore on my child. Does that make sense? Does anyone know what happened to barbecue chicken? Oh, so I have no idea because stuff was going on about barbecue chicken when I got doxxed. I think I'm not talking badly about her because I don't know the situation. I'm just saying what I've literally seen on Twitter, that she, like, made fake accounts to talk to herself, and then people were speculating on her pregnancy, which I won't do because it's none of my business if she was or she wasn't or is or isn't. Um, like, who cares? Um, so that's really all I know. She didn't confess to doxing Perfectly Imperfect. Maybe she will next, or maybe she'll say who if she knows who did it. So PI can have some closure, but, like, I don't know. What about is that Shani? What about the things you've said about other parents and their kids? The only other people I've talked about is Shani, and I've reacted to the stuff she said about her own kids and the stuff she's put online about her kids. I think it's a shame. I have an opinion on Shani in that, being that I've had to sign over my rights to get help and get better, and then I fought hard to get my custody back. Um, I think it's a shame that Shani isn't trying to get her kids back. I think that's very sad. I think we only get so much time here on this earth, and her kids are getting older, and I think it's just sad. I think it's sad. I think that they deserve the gift of knowing that their parents tried, and that's my opinion. And I can say that because I've been there. I've been judged for losing my child. Do you get that? Like, I don't know if people get that. I'm judged for it every day. But what people don't talk about is the work I did to get her back. I didn't just get sober and my child ended up on my doorstep again. Like, I had to go to therapy. I had to take drug test after drug test after drug test. I had to take parenting classes. I had to take all kinds of classes. I had to have my card signed at AA meetings. Like, I had to do a lot. And I don't think people acknowledge that enough. Like, fine, talk about how I lost her, but please also talk about the work I put in to get her back. Foodie is a slug. She reminds me of a banana slug. When I lived, gosh, well, I don't live there anymore, so I could say it. When I lived in Southgate, we would have these banana slugs, like huge ones in the backyard, and they scared me so much. But they're kind of cool. They're just kind of creepy, but Foodie Beauty reminds me of a banana slug. Like, they're giant. Have you guys ever seen one? I think they were banana slugs. They were the size of a banana, and they were a slug. Like a banana slug with a top hat. Missy Moo can't be trusted. Oh, I don't trust her. I don't trust Missy Moo. I could just say that I no longer need to have an issue with her, right? Like, I don't need to take time out of my day to, I don't care. Like, I wish her the best, and I hope things work out for her and her channel, and I hope she stays away from Foodie, and I hope she stays away from me and my daughter, if that makes sense. I don't have an issue with her anymore, if that makes sense. Do I like her? No. Do I trust her? No. I just don't really have much to say other than I appreciate her apologizing. It's really tough getting custody back. I don't know, tell you. I don't know. I never watched a lot of barbecue chicken. Not that I didn't like her. It's just I don't know. I feel like I see enough of Foodie Beauty myself. So I don't necessarily go and seek her out everywhere else. And when I react to her, I want to have my own opinion. I don't want to go off anybody else's opinion, if that makes sense. Thank you, Daria. Gently, of course, yes. Not to be rude, I promise, but you have to fight, meaning the parenting classes, and okay, you answer my question. Yeah, I took parenting classes. I had a long list of stuff I had to do. Rehab, sober living, parenting classes, AA, NA. Did I say counseling and therapy? If I didn't, I had to do that. Then, I obviously had visits that whole time, and then it went into unsupervised visits where I could go with her for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, and it would get longer each time. Then we had overnights, and then I got my custody back. So it's a process, and you feel like crap even after you got sober and you're still trying because people are, you get judged, and you really have to sit with a lot of your feelings, and you can't numb them. So it's a lot, and it's all worth it, though. You do what you have to do. You just do it. I stopped. Oh, you lived in Cudahy. I always say it wrong. Is it Cudahy? Cudahy? I lived in Southgate for a few years. I've lived everywhere, you guys. I lived everywhere. But I always come back to my hometown. No matter where I move to, I always come back to this city. Everywhere. Every single time. Would I welcome Missy Moo in your chat? I don't know. I think I would have to do a poll with you guys. Is everybody comfortable with it, or would you feel like you have to guard what you really want to say because you don't want it used against you? I don't know. I think if she reached out and personally apologized to me in an email, I don't know. It would take a lot for her to probably be. I don't know. Do you really want somebody around that could so freely compare you to a serial killer and talk about your child so horribly and share photos of her? I don't know. See, this is where I battle with when I know what is the right thing to do and what what I want to do to protect me. The right thing to do would be to forgive her, right? And to give her a chance as I've been given chance after chance after chance in life. But I don't know. I just struggle with like, do I want somebody around that could so freely, every time she's mad at me, talk about my child so badly? Greg, I had a feeling this was just to grow her channel because she really wanted a monetized channel. That's what I thought it really was. I thought it was just she was doing something to get those the subscribers. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know her. I don't know. Okay, Taylor. Well, thank you for being honest with me. If Missy comes here, I will be a raging bitch and won't stay. You can forgive but not forget. That yeah. Yeah. I don't trust her either, Erin. Yeah. No, I'm listening. I mean, we can move on from it and she doesn't have to come hang out here, right? Like doesn't mean we have to hate her. We just don't necessarily want to hang out with her, right? I think that's pretty much how I feel about it. I don't have to hate her anymore, but I don't need to hang out with her. You know? I'm wondering what there is to gain from lying about such a thing. Maybe she thinks more people will throw money at her. Well, like I said, just because I can know that I've been given second chances and forgiveness doesn't mean that just because I forgive somebody, it doesn't mean I have to become like their friend. It just means that like I'm not wasting energy being mad anymore, right? Like Chicken Pickle says, Missy Moo, you can't sit with us. I don't know. I think when somebody talks about your child, you just can't. You just can't. I love my child, and yeah, that's all I have to say. I appreciate Missy Moo apologizing on her live stream, and yeah, that's pretty much where I'll leave it, I guess. She could stay over on her channel and do things her way over there. Taylor said, I will always be here, but just won't be in the chat if she comes in, is what I mean. I love you. I love you too. Thank you so much for the super chat. I had a super chat. I had a super chat. Taylor sent me a super chat. Woohoo! Thank you so much. Okay, you guys, before I go, does anybody have like any questions, comments, concerns? Well, I know there's going to be comments, but do you guys have any questions or concerns or anything like you want me to clear up? I don't know. I saw a weird channel pop up like a couple weeks ago that said like Breezy sending her subs after me and she's after me, and I literally was like, who are you? I don't even know who you are. So if you're that weird channel, I'm not coming after you. I've been busier with much more important things. And like I don't send anybody after anybody. If I don't like somebody or they do something to upset me, like I just move on. Like I'm not sending anybody after anybody. And like if I have something to say, believe me, I'll say it on here, where everybody can hear me. I honestly don't know what to think about her. Me either, Adolwolf. Thank you so much for the super chat. I had a super chat. I had a super chat. Adolwolf sent me a super chat. Woohoo. Taylor, did I finish singing your song? I got distracted with my own thoughts. No, I won't react to the documentary made about me. I say everything about my life in my live streams. I'm not hiding from anything. I say the truth about what happened in my life, and I never run and hide. I never lie about it. Like I have nothing to fear. Like my past is my past. I lived it, I went through it, and I've healed from it. So like, why do I need to react to a documentary about me? Like, I don't know. I'll just say what I have to say on my own channel and not react to other people. I don't know. Well, that documentary, anyways. I think you should do a video separate if you want your new subs to know. Well, about which topic? We've kind of covered it all. Funny thing is, I always questioned barbecue and her pregnancy. It just seemed off. I never really thought much about it. I will say I know at first when people were mad and saying she was online so much, I didn't know how much she was online. I have no clue because I don't watch her really or follow her or anything. So, but I thought it was weird. I'm like, well, like moms need to have downtime too. Like moms need to be able to, break away for an hour and go online if they want to. Um, but I don't know. I have no clue. I have no thoughts or opinions on if she's pregnant or not. Like maybe I would if I was like a viewer of hers or something. I just have no opinion on it. I don't know if that makes sense. I'll see you soon, Edelwolf. DV, hi Breezy, thank you for the live. Hope everyone has a great day. Thank you, you too. Why is having a husband a flex? I don't know. I mean, it's cool if you have a partner and everything, but I also think it's cool if you can handle your shit on your own and you don't need anybody. It's cool if you want to have a partner, but like, it's not if you need to have a partner. I don't know. There's this weird, like, there's a few little weird channels that like pick apart certain things I say and they're like, see, she admits to killing somebody, or see, she admits to this. Like, oh, I have one thing I want to say too. There's some kind of rumor that my daughter was in an Airbnb with Gorlick. My daughter never met Gorlick. I stayed in an Airbnb. I've been wanting to address this, but I didn't know how. So I needed to move from the situation I was in when I lived in Southgate. And I needed to move anyways. I had horrible credit and was having trouble finding an actual place to rent. So I rented an Airbnb in Long Beach. Now, while I was staying there, the goal that Gorlick was telling me was that I was either going to buy a house with his mom or me and him were going to buy a house and then an RV, and we were going to travel and we were going to have a vlogging channel of our travels. So Gorlick lives back east. I live in Southern California. I've never met him. My daughter's never met him. My daughter's never FaceTimed with him. I've never FaceTimed with him. I want to address this all really fast and then I'll shut up about it. Because I keep seeing rumors about it. Like, especially, I saw someone commented on Carrie's community post that like, oh, she rented an Airbnb for her and her daughter and Gorlick. No, I did not. No, I did not. My daughter was never supposed to meet Gorlick right away. It would have been eventually. But like at the same time, you guys have to realize if I thought I was going to marry this guy, don't you think eventually my daughter would have to meet him? But no, she didn't. And anytime any interaction on the phone was, hey, tell Breezy Jr. hi. And she would say, hey, tell Ryan hi. And that's it. There was no FaceTiming. There was nothing else. He lied to me and I met him, or he DM'd me at a very vulnerable time and told me everything I wanted to hear. It's almost as if he studied me and watched my channel for a while and knew everything I liked and what I wanted in life. And it was just very weird. And do I think I was watched for a while? Probably. Anyway, so that's that. It turned out there was 500 of us he was talking to, and he made some bad choices. Hopefully he learned. I learned a valuable lesson in all of it. And should I have let my daughter know about him? No, I made that mistake, but no, she never met him. And I wish that I had never met him. I wish that whole thing didn't happen. So I guess I just wanted to address that because I've been seeing a lot about that. Like people saying, oh, Breezy's daughter met Gorlick. No, she did not. No. So there's that. Apparently, Jamie. I think don't even have that in me. Like, but the rumor is so funny. Like, there's that rumor going around, and I beat people up with metal chairs. And I told my dad that one today. I'm like, hey, do you know that I go around hitting people with metal chairs? It's like, yeah, WWE style. I'm like, yep, you know me. Hey, Richard, how are you? All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I don't know if I addressed everything. Like, there's stuff I could show from the Yo Mama stuff, just like proving in my DMs everything I've showed and said to him. Like, when he tried to dox that I lived in Long Beach. And in fact, I was living in the San Gabriel Valley, a city in the San Gabriel Valley, not in Long Beach. And I showed him a police card that said the city I was living in. And I showed him when he was trying to get me on his channel. I said, hey, I'm at the police station. And he kept harassing me that day to come on. I'm like, I can't. I'm still at the police station. But then he tried to, later on, when I finally did go on his panel, he's like, you are wasting police resources in Long Beach. And like, I wasn't even in Long Beach. And just to let people know, because apparently people like Yo Mama go around in life thinking that like every police officer is out driving in a car. That's not how it works. There's police officers that stay at the station to take reports, because if somebody gets robbed or hurt or in a car, I don't know, in some kind of an accident, an emergency, and if every officer's out driving around and nobody's there to report it, how smart would that be? So people who are injured have to go running around on a limping leg to try and find a police officer because they're all out and about. Like, hello. Just like people who work at the fire station aren't all out driving around. There's somebody there to take calls, right? So they can get a call in. I don't know. I just don't know how people make it through life thinking like every officer is out driving around. That doesn't make sense to me. Breezy out here. I'm a thug. Hug life. I'm all about hug life. I hope everyone has a happy. I forgot it was St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Oh my gosh, I need to go get a shamrock shake. Anybody else? Oh wait, hold on. Hold on, I just got a text. Is Foodie raging about me? Oh no, I misread it. She's gonna rage about me. Oh, okay. Told S-Jam you never drove drunk. You have a DUI. Did I tell S-Jam I never drove drunk? I do have a DUI in my 20s when I was 21 and 23. I'm 39 years old now, and I don't drive anymore. I haven't for a long time. I had seizures, and I couldn't until the doctor cleared me. I can drive now, and it would be sober. If I did say I didn't, I apologize. I don't know why I would say I didn't, and I don't talk to S-Jam, so how would I tell him that? I've never once talked to S-Jam. And had, again, I don't think people, okay, let me make this very clear. On March 27th, I'm going to be 40 years old. 40. I'll say it again, 40 years old. I was stupid in my addiction, and I got 2 DUIs. I think I was 21 and 23, or 22 and 24. It was one of those. So the last time being 24 years old. I don't understand what the issue is. I'm telling on myself. And S-Jam, yeah, in Miami, S-Jam is racist. S-Jam is drunk every day now. S-Jam needs help. So let's not pretend like, oh no, Breezy got a DUI. Like, I want to say this too. Like, everybody who's enabling these people, like, I'm so sorry. Like, S-Jam, Messica, like the people who are enabling them to do worse, like that's so not cool. Like they're both struggling and both need help. Encouraging people to stay online when they have an online addiction and to walk around for hours outside when you don't know if they're sober or not. I don't know, like this person has like kids and a family and needs to be worried about like other things, and encouraging them to like do bad is awful. And like S-Jam clearly isn't sober. I saw him driving around the other day when I checked in on a live stream. I think he was driving around. Like, why are we encouraging people to do this? Like, you're just as bad for enabling. I don't know, people who are so clearly struggling with addiction and you're still sending them super chats. Like, what if the next day they OD? Like, would you be happy that's where you sent your $2? I'm just being honest. If you think they're, or people like Shani and Rev, if you think they're really just wanting a pizza, or they really just want a toy for their whoever, nephew, niece, or they really just want food, I hate to break it to you, but addicts and alcoholics lie. And do you know how much in my addiction I just wanted a pizza? Come on. Like, don't encourage people to do even worse than they're already doing, and then come at the people who are sober and be like, you should be doing this. Like, oh my gosh. He's not the only one relapsed. I know there's a few people going on. I don't know why Jessica goes for SJAM so hard, but that she also still defended Gorlick after what he did, and she talks to Yo Mama outside of YouTube. So like, I mean, is she the best judge of character? I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but like, you know, she's been in Nader's DMs, Gorlick's DMs, SJAM's, Roman's, Allah, probably Sala, probably your uncles and your dads too. Like, I'm not really, I don't know. Anyways. Anyways, you guys, you look good for your age. Thank you. I think it's just good genes because my mom's in her 60s and she doesn't look like it. A lot of people ask if we're sisters. So I think it's just good genes. I wish I got good hair with those genetics though too. Thank you. She likes people that mistreat her and dislike people that treat her nicely. Please don't get me started on that trash. I think she self-sabotages. I think people in addiction, that's what they do. I think they self-sabotage. People in sobriety do that too. Chase away a good thing because it's healthy and it's scary and we're used to the chaos and we're used to the mess of it all. And actually having something that's good for us or is productive for us or healthy for us is scary. You have to change your whole way of thinking. It's wild. Yeah, Taylor. Yeah, I agree. All right, you guys. Well, I was planning on doing a midnight stream if you guys are in. It's noon now, about to be 1. So yeah, I want to come back. I want to do a midnight stream. We'll go like until 2 in the morning or something and just bring snacks and come cozy. You've come a long way, and we could do a midnight tea stream and just have fun and like talk about everything that's going on. Instead of it being dramatic like this live stream, we'll make it fun. Like it'll be more of a like laugh at everything that's going on. You've come a long way and people have to dig deep to find the most irrelevant dirt is shameful. And it's like they dig up stuff that like they think I'm not going to talk about or address, or like I'm scared. Like, look what we found out about her. Like, I will address and talk about anything that's happened in my life. Like, I have nothing to hide. Does it hurt talking about it sometimes? Yeah. Like, is it fun? No. Do I like seeing elder abuser flash through the screen every time somebody makes a video on me now? No, it hurts me because I know what happened, and so does my family. But I have to realize people are very small-minded and unintelligent and uncreative, and they run with whatever Yo Mama or Foodie says, or whoever is yelling the loudest at the time, be it Messica, you know? And I just checked my watch. I just spent exactly 1 minute talking about that trash. You'll never get that 1 minute back. Next topic for you. Yeah. Yeah, plan your snacks. Seriously. I think I might have to make like a 7-Eleven run and go get some sour candy, but we'll have like a fun stream. Just, I don't know. Sometimes I'm nosy and I just want to talk about what's going on, and I don't want to be like mean or hateful. I just want to yap about what's going on, whether it be reality TV or girl world or whatever you guys want to talk about, or our own lives. Like, that is 2 to 4 for me. Oh no, Mike, that's late, huh? Lemons, limes. I think everybody just heard me say, if I said that, I apologize. I don't know why I would lie about it, but I have got 2 DUIs when I was 21 and 23. No matter how many times you yell about it, lemon limes, I keep talking about it. I keep saying, yes, it happened. Maybe I was a little scared then to admit it. I'm not now. I got 2 DUIs. But I'm also almost 40, and it happened in my 20s, a really long time ago. So I've already took the classes, paid the fines, had the breathalyzer in my car. Yes, I did. You guys want to hear about that one day? I'll tell you. And he's actively still driving drunk. So something I did the last time would have been either 23 or 24 years old. I'm almost 40 now, and your friend S Jam still drives drunk and almost hits things. He just stole money out of his dad's wallet on a live stream. Go look for it on there. So you could talk about what happened in my past, and you could say I lied, and if I did, I'm telling you I'm sorry. I had 2 DUIs. Get over it. Nobody cares anymore. I just addressed it. Like, everybody's still here. You're not chasing anybody off. At this point, you're just annoying. Like, you're like a little fly. I know. S-Jam is driving drunk present day. He's stealing money from his family on live streams present day. Present day. Like, I've already done the work. I paid the fines. I took the classes. I did the breathalyzer in my car for a year. Been there, done that. Paid the fines for that shit too. That's expensive. Don't get a DUI. Ever. It's expensive and you can kill someone and there's no taking it back, ever. One bad decision can change your whole life. Not the interlock, yes. And it would beep. It was so embarrassing, like when I would try and go like so many people, I remember like during the time I had it in my car for like a year, like would ask for rides and I always had a reason why I couldn't. I remember being on, I think, was it the phone or there was something happening? No, I was through a drive-through and it started beeping so loudly and like it does a warning beep, and if it does that, like you're screwed, like it means you didn't blow and something's wrong. And like I was humiliated in the drive-through. I remember one time I had to take it to the mechanic and like the mechanic didn't even want to touch it. Like I think he obviously had been drinking or something, but like he wouldn't even mess with it. He's like, you have to go somewhere else. It was a whole thing. It was expensive. It sucked. Anyways, yeah, that's what's gonna be next. He's gonna get caught. He's gonna have an interlock device. It's not sexy. Like if he thinks he's gonna pick up girls and go on dates with it, it beeps like every few minutes. It beeps. You have to blow into it every few minutes. It's really bad. I know. It's so embarrassing through a drive-through. Like you're trying to get your food and you're like, hold on, I gotta blow into my breath. It's bad. Like it's bad. If you guys want a whole story time on my experience with that, like humiliation everywhere. Like I've already like paid the price for my DUIs. Trust me. Far more than YouTube could ever make me pay. Anyways. God, that was a weird time of my life. S-Jam don't date. I thought he did date. I thought he had like 5 girlfriends. Wasn't there like an Ariel, Jessica? There was a third one. I don't know. There was a whole thing. I didn't say she relapsed, Journey. But you know what? Like, I could tell you're Jessica's people because, like, Jessica's kind of Jessica's kind of vibe is like everybody's at like the restaurant having fun or like vibing, or like if you go to a bar, you know, you're at like the cute little bar like vibing, and then Jessica and her crew come in and like there's fights everywhere and people throwing things and starting shit, and like everybody has to leave who just wants to have a good time. I didn't say she relapsed. I said that when I used to drink, I used to walk around the streets like for no reason at all. So I was saying like I hope she didn't relapse and I hope she didn't drink. I don't know if she did. But I saw before she went to rehab, she was doing that too, and like it looked familiar. So I was just saying in my experience, I used to do that. It doesn't mean everybody did. What? Jessica's here. Of course Jessica's here. Jessica's everywhere. Instead of paying attention to her family, her kids, focusing on a place to live or getting a job or getting back into rehab, she's like on 5 different sock accounts everywhere. Like, how does she find the time? Ay, ay, ay. I heard she relapsed. People that talk to her do. Am I going to say that? No. I don't know that she relapsed. I hope she didn't. If she did, she does a good job at like kind of holding it together. Because like when I drink, I was obvious. There was no is she or isn't she? It was like, oh, she is. Oh, she is. It's not even that you can tell. It's people that she talks to in her personal life are telling people that she has. So if she wants to come here and start drama, I can say how it is too. I kept my mouth shut long enough about Jessica Messica. Believe me. You know, Jessica, since you're listening and you're going to cover this later, let me use my vape really fast, my nicotine vape. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. I'm using my vape. Okay. Jessica, you sure have a lot of shit to say about me. A lot. Like, you cover me all the time. I know you're trying to grow your channel. I was really like, I'm flattered. I'm flattered because it must mean I have something you want. Like, you want what I have, right? Or else you wouldn't be talking about me. I know your videos talking about me get like more views. Same for your mama. Whenever he talks about me, you guys get more views. Jessica, I didn't do anything to you. I thought I was in a relationship with garlic bread. One day I was in a live stream and you start screaming at me through text, all caps, by the way, the whole time talking shit to me. I didn't know what was going on. Then I make a live stream saying, hey, just stay out of it because I thought I was still with this dude. Then you go on to make more videos about me. I apologized to you and I actually said, I'm sorry for blaming you. I'm actually glad you did it. And then I thought we moved on. And then you keep talking shit about me and talking shit about me and talking shit about me and talking shit about me. Then you out when I was suicidal. Right before you left to rehab, Jessica, this is going to be hard to hear. That stream that you said you don't care because it doesn't matter anyways what you say or do to other people because you're going to rehab the next day. You outed I was suicidal. Why? What did you have to gain from that? What have I done to you other than talk about the shit you say about me or the shit you do? What exactly did I do to you? You're mad because I talked about you once to Gorlick. Oh, well, I thought I was in a relationship with Gorlick, and he told me you knew about me, and you kept sending him nudes. So, yeah, did I talk shit? I probably did. I thought I was in a relationship with this dude, and he's like, oh, Jessica's sending me nudes again. Can't open these ones. She's not my body type, is what he said about you. If you want to know the truth. Like, I didn't deserve what either of you did to me. I was minding my own business, thinking I was in a relationship with this guy who was playing me and with 5 other people. And then you popped in a live stream. Him and I were like on this little fight thing where he would get mad at me and not talk to me for like a week or 2 weeks or whatever. That's what I thought was going on, right? He can say that like, oh, I told her we were broken up. Yeah, he told me we were broken up every other week. I'm sorry I didn't realize this one time meant the right time. But I actually ended things with him. Let's make that very clear. After he called me, threatening himself to not be here anymore, and after everybody was outed, all the women came forward. I stopped answering his calls. I broke up with him and stopped answering his calls. But I didn't do anything to either of them. Then when Ryan got caught by everybody, then he started making videos doxing me and outing me. And then when I made a video back defending myself, he made more. Then he said he was going to go to the police about me when he was harassing me and my family. I wasn't answering his calls. Then Jessica's been obsessed with me ever since. And like, I didn't do anything to these 2 people. I thought I was in a relationship with one person. She comes and blows up and like exposes everything. Great. I'm grateful for that. But then since then, she's made me like this target, and she shared moments that I was suicidal. I never shared things about you, Jessica. Like, people have shared things about me, like with me about you getting kicked out of rehab. I'll say that. Not because you were sick. People worried that you're not still sober. I haven't talked about that, but now I am because you continue to run your mouth. But truly ask yourself before recently me having Miami on and me finally talking up shit back to you, what did I actually do to you to deserve you outing me being suicidal or text between me and Gorlick? What did I do other than exist and think I was dating a fool? Ryan, Gorlick bread, Sarah. Oh, what Gorlick said about Jessica when she started like doing the printing or something. There was a week where he would call me before I stopped answering his calls after everything blew up. And like that night Jessica did that, he called me and he actually said he had to get off the phone and go back to talking to her because she was going crazy. And then the Christina stuff came out and he said that like he hadn't actually met her, that she catfished him. But then he was going to go meet her at a casino in Baltimore to see what she looked like. And I don't know what happened after that. He called me one night. She was supposed to go on a panel with Nader this whole week that all this was going on. The week I still answered his calls. He called me saying she was going to go on a live stream with Nader, but she was too high. And so he was all upset because she was supposed to go on a channel with him and they were going to come out as a couple. But I don't know. So they were fighting over that. It was crazy. He talked so much shit. And then Jessica started doing, I don't know if it was when she started making fun of his size or whatever, like, or lack thereof or whatever. He was like, fuck Jessica. She doesn't report her income to the housing. She doesn't report it. And I was like, well, what about her kids? He's like, fuck those kids. They could live in a box. That's what he said. And I tried to warn her. Do you guys know after he told me that, I reached out to Jessica. I tried to warn her. She wasn't having it. So I don't know. I don't know if why she got kicked out actually had to do with him or not. But you guys, like, again, all the haters are going to say, why are you talking about all this now? Because everybody else still gets to, and I'm expected to keep my mouth shut. And it's not right. Like, it's not right for me, one person, to take bullying from all these different people and I have to keep my mouth shut. That's not right. The all-seeing eye could see everything but a job application. Yep. I guarantee she knew about you before it all blew up. She's that kind. Probably. But like, my question is, what did I actually do to her? I thought I was in a relationship with Gorlick. She came out on a live stream exposing that I was in one with him. I didn't even talk about it on here. Nobody knew I was talking to him but him and Jessica. Like, I hadn't, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't talk about it on here. So she came out in a live stream screaming at me, exposing our relationship, saying, Gorlick says you're crazy. He's not really with you, all this stuff. He's not really with me. He said I was supposed to buy a house with his mom. We were going to travel the States in our RV and have a couples vlogging channel and come out to the world we were a couple. Like, all kinds of stuff. Let's talk about fupas. But Breezy, you said you want to move past it. Yeah, but I still have the right to defend myself, right? If everybody else gets to lie about me, I deserve a live stream here and there saying, no, this is the truth. I deserve that. Rats actually make good pets. And they're cute and they're clean and they're very intelligent. I love rats. Shouldn't you say that to Jessica, though? All seeing eye. Jessica beats a dead horse. Like, how long is she going to beat out the me and Gorlick and her drama? Like, how many episodes does she need to turn it into? Like, how long does she need to talk about me? How long is she going to talk about the Nader thing? How long is she going to, I don't know. In addiction, it's crazy because like a million things can happen and the person will still talk about like the same one thing. And like 3 years will be passed and like they're still talking about that one subject. It's wild. Miami said, when she lied, that gave me license. I've never lied on anyone on here. Yeah. Yeah. It's in the comment section. Like a few people, you know, that are always in Jessica Muska's chats or Yo Mamas are trying to like spread this rumor. Oh, but she had her kid at an Airbnb with Gorlick. No, me and my daughter had an Airbnb by the beach because I needed to move anyways. So we had a really nice Airbnb like a mile away from the beach in Long Beach. And I just happened to be talking to Gorlick on the phone. Like, I thought I was in a relationship with him. He never met my daughter. Me and my daughter at an Airbnb had nothing. Gorlick was never going to come there. I don't think people realize that. Like, that Airbnb was for me and my daughter, a place to stay until I found a place to live. And I had him telling me we were going to buy a house together, or I needed to find a place that rented that worked with my credit. Like, that's it. That's all. There was me, my daughter, and my dog at an Airbnb. No Gorlick. He was never supposed to be there. Let's see. Why She speculates my life and everything else. I can say I used to walk around drunk and have no business, but just be out on the streets and walking around thinking that was the life. Like, productive people who are like doing good things in life, we don't just walk around on the streets looking for people to talk to, do we? Or is there usually, or is there something we're looking for when we're walking out on the streets? Just wondering. She's flirting with a married man, Allah, that has a family. She's been in every guy's DMs. Like, some people think this messy behavior is cute, but like, she's too old to be acting. She's a mom, and she thinks it's cute to be in every married man's DMs or anybody in a relationship, or like, it's just weird. And I know she's going to turn it, oh, she must still like Gorlick. No, I hate Gorlick. Like, hate is a strong word, but he's somebody I never wish to ever hear from again in my life. It's not that. It's what you did to me after, Jessica. I don't care that you guys talked. I don't care that any of that at that point. I care how you treated me after, when I didn't do anything to you. I did nothing to you. I was in a live stream and you started talking shit to me, and you outed that I was in a relationship with Gorlick. And then you outed me not wanting to be here anymore. I never did anything to you. Now I'll talk about you because I have a lot of opinions. You have a lot on me. Let's play. Opinion for opinion. Maybe we should panel up, Jessica. I mean, we should talk. I have a lot to say. I have a lot of questions to ask. What did I do to you other than defend myself after you've made video after video after video about me? Spicy kimchi, like, she just got, I'm just going to say this from an outsider looking on without even any judgment. She just got out of rehab, doesn't have a place to live, has 2 kids. She has like a few days, if that, a week or whatever. She needs to find a place to live, or she needs to get back into rehab, I think she said. Like, why so much time walking the streets on live streams? Or like obsessing over Eugenia Cooney on live streams? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm working because A, I have to. I have a daughter going through stuff, and B, I could still be productive because I'm sober. And once you're sober, like, you could, if you're a sober mom in recovery, like, you guys will get this. Like, you can truly do it all. You can truly do it all. Like, she showed them. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Rats. I have no idea. When you have nothing on anyone, you have to lie on them. And it's always the people who are doing worse than you that have like the most opinions on how you should be living your life. Like, Yo Mama was so mad about my bathroom cleaning stream, like, so mad. Like, he had a whole tantrum about it. Like, and he was telling me, next time you should do it this way. Dude, I get more views than you. Like, my channel is bigger. Why am I going to listen to you, Yo Mama? Like, or Jessica, who has so many opinions on what I'm doing and saying toxic positivity. No, Jessica, you will learn once you actually have some time sober. You will learn you can smile and still have things going on in life. You can find the brighter side of things and still have had a shitty day. I've had a horrible life. Like, I don't think people realize that. I've had a horrible, horrible, hurtful, lonely, sad life. I'm doing amazing now, but like, I have to find the brighter side. I have to find the positive, or I won't want to be here. Like, I don't think people get that. Like, I've been almost trafficked. I've been raped. I've been abused. I've been hurt. I've been through addiction. I've been abandoned. I've lived more lives at 39 than most people ever will experience in one. I have to find a reason to smile. Thank you, Taylor. People claim you're manipulative just because you're positive. When you have faced the devil and the devil has tried to kill you and you stomped him out and survived somehow, you will find a reason to smile that day. You just have to look for it. Anyways, you guys, Just Bruisey. Are these names supposed to get to me? Like, the Just Booze and Just Freeze? And like, at this point, like, we've seen them all. Who cares? I don't know. All right, you guys. I don't know what we're talking about. Rats. Takes cleaning very personally. I don't know. He was so bothered. He was like, she shouted this live stream out for a week and her bathroom was clean. I'm like, yo, mama, I don't know if your wife doesn't clean or what, like, or what kind of bathroom maybe you don't clean either. Like, maybe none of you guys clean and your bathroom looks like shit, but like my bathroom, like it looks good. Like it needs to be clean, but it will always be organized. Like we have a big family. Like people are constantly coming over. I want my bathroom clean or to at least look clean. I don't know what kind of house he keeps, but imagine being so, she should have knocked some stuff over. Like, oh my gosh, get over it. Like, how can Jessica panel up if she's blocked? She can reach out to me through email and let me know if she would like to. I'm not paneling with her right now. I have to go. I have stuff to do unlike her. So she can reach out to me privately. And I will let her know when I'm available to do so. It's not going to be when Jessica is because I'm not available at all times of the day. I have shit going on. She could defend herself. She can reach out to me privately. She could reach out to me privately. All right, you guys, I got to go for now. I will see you around midnight-ish, and we're just going to do a stream. We'll just talk about all this stuff going on, but like it's going to be fun and lighthearted. Like no drama, no chaos. It's just going to be a fun, breezy stream. Miami, that's a fake Miami. But no, you're not blocked. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me and listening to me and for your support. And I will see you late tonight. I do have other channels. I have an ASMR channel I'm going to be uploading on soon where we're going to be reading like romance novels or Nora Roberts or something along the lines of that. Yeah, let's keep it light. Our midnight stream is going to be lighthearted. Yeah, to all the people that are coming in for Jessica, you can let her know if she wants to talk about everything. She can come on panel with me. But she's going to act like a normal person and she's not going to be screaming and cussing me out or flashing anybody. Like it's going to be a normal conversation. And that's that. All right, you guys, bye. Thank you. Bye, you guys.